Holy blessings to everyone. My name is Lilian Hewlett, and welcome to the Cosmic Answers. So, for this time, my sharing to you is our preparation for the Lenten season. And as we know, this is our first week of the Lent, and we are going to go to the different chakras. And the chakras are spiritual centers, and they can also be called our spiritual wheels in our body. And for this time, each week we are going to focus on different chakras or spiritual centers. So let me just share to you just a brief explanation of what chakras are. Chakras are energy centers, and the word chakra comes from the Sanskrit word which means spinning wheels. In our spiritual tradition, especially in the Christian tradition, this may not be so popularly known to others, but this is a part of our esoteric teachings. So these are the 7 centers, spiritual centers, and if you will see, all of the spiritual centers are also connected to our spiritual virtues. So you have the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. Each spiritual centers are also related to our physical body. And of course, as a spiritual center, they're all related to our thoughts and emotions and spiritual state. We are more than merely physical beings, and you can see that in the Proverbs 20:27. The spirit of a man is the lamp of the Lord, searching all the innermost parts of his being. So the 7 energy centers or spiritual centers, this is very symbolic to us because you can also see that when we put up a lamp in our altar, in the olden times, there should be 7 candles in the tabernacle. And the 7 colors, which are also the colors of the chakras, are also the colors of the creation. They are the patterns of the creation. You can see that among the colors of the plants, the trees around. You can see that in the colors of the rainbows. The 7 numbers are also related to the 7 days of a week. So colors are also spiritual by nature. So the chakras in the Christian perspective, we can see that as a spiritual gifts that we need to open as we go on to our spiritual journey. And Isaiah 11:1-2, you can see there all the 7 gifts of the 7 spiritual centers. A shoot shall come out from the stump of Jesse, and branch shall grow out of his roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. So these are all the 7 spiritual gifts that we can have when we activate and work on our 7 chakras. So the chakras are also like the fire. When they become activated, the movement of it coming from the root up to the crown moves like a snake. And the snake is related to fire. It can also be seen as in the other tradition as the Kundalini. And when we think about the Holy Spirit, we think about also of the fire. So this activation of the energy centers, the chakras or spiritual centers, are also being blessed or being activated by the Holy Spirit. So for now, to work on our chakras, which we can also say as a spiritual center, we are going to start with the base energy center for this week. And you can always go back to this meditation and go back to my short lecture or short sharing on what is the base energy center. This is the way on how I teach in the Christian Reiki. And part of this are also teachings of Reverend Matthew Fox. So the base energy center, the location of that is physically, it's not on the physical, but on the level of the base. So at the end of our spinal column on the coccyx region. So it is not there physically, but it is there on the level of the energetics of our body. So as a center, it supports the physical body support related to the base of the spine, the legs, the feet, the rectum, and the whole immune system. When we say it's related to a certain organ, that means this is the part of the organ or the part of the system that the center nourishes. So it's also related to the adrenal glands. And for the element, it is related to the earth. This is the reason why it is also related to the human development of 0 to 3 years old, when we start to connect to the earth. From our birth, we grow up to develop our connection to the environment, connection to the earth by crawling, learning how to walk. So this is related more to grounding. And for the musical instrument, it is also related to the color red and the instrument drums. So when you play the drums, you are also activating your base energy center. So the base energy center, in a mental and emotional level and spiritual level, it is really related to our ability to stand for ourselves, ability to be connected to the earth, ability to feel that you are supported by the environment, and ability to feel that you are not alone. So this is really about standing up, you know? And it's really related to how we grow up from 0 to 3. Have you been supported? Have you been well taken care of? So if there's anything that becomes imbalanced in our life, which are related to the thoughts and emotions related to the base energy center, we can call it a misdirected love on the first chakra, or Matthew Fox has also called it the scenes of the spirit. So these are the imbalances for the base. So in our 7 capital scenes, it can be related to acedia or sloth. It is a feeling of non-movement or laziness, in other words. It can come out as a despair or loss of joy. You don't like what's happening in your life, or even though if your life is good, you feel a certain boredom. There's a cosmic loneliness. You don't know why you're lonely. There's something is missing, but you never know what it is. And there's a depression. There's a restlessness of the spirit. A person can be prone to disobedience. The person doesn't want any ruling. Or sometimes a misguided obedience. That means following something that is not really right with the spirit for the sake of just following. There can also be arrogance, separatism, and ungratefulness or ingratitude. So as we know, if we always have this kind of thoughts, feelings, this can also lead to a physical illness. So how do we heal this? No? How do we activate this? What is very good in our Christian tradition or all spiritual tradition is there is really an activation ritual. They may not know that it's an activation ritual, but it is related to the base energy center. So the grace of the base energy center, we can renew that by the baptism. Or we can renew that by just thinking about the moment that we came here on earth and we got baptized. So the baptism, as one of the grace that we receive in the sacrament, is like a welcome to anyone who comes here on earth, welcoming anyone, everybody who comes here on earth. And it's like a new beginning. The whole community, the world, the spirit, the angels are welcoming you to the earth with the blessing of the Holy Spirit. And for us to really go in our spiritual way, the virtue that we need to have is the diligence. So from the sin, what we called in the Christian tradition or Catholic tradition, the capital sin, which is a sloth, we can be renewed through diligence. So there are many ways how we can really be renewed or activate our base energy center. Of course, meditation is one part, praying is one part, but for this time of our meditation, what we're going to do as a spiritual exercise for the base energy center is the gratitude exercise. So we're going to meditate, feeling the grace of being here on earth, focusing on our base energy center, and lifting our gratitude. Okay, so let's start with our meditation. I would like you to be in your most comfortable position. And when you're ready, slowly close your eyes. Let us take 3 deep, relaxing breaths. One, take a deep breath and release. Another deep breath and release. One last deep breath and release. Let us all put our hands in the praying position. And in this position, let us feel the presence of the Divine God. We feel the presence within our hearts, within our minds, within our spirit. We feel the presence of the Divine God with each breath. Come, Holy Spirit, come. Come, Divine Spirit, come. Let us feel the presence of the Divine Spirit, the Holy Spirit, in a form of a light. Feel the light shining within our minds, and from the center of our mind, within our head, the light shine forth all throughout our body. From head down towards the feet. This time, let us all put our hands on our lap, palms up. Feeling the bright light shining within our body. We now focus our attention on the base of our back. At the end of our tailbone, down towards our legs and down towards our feet. Feel this part of your body. You may also put your hands on your back, the lower back. And now put your hands on your lap, palms down. Now feel yourself so much connected to the earth. Feel your feet on the ground. As if your feet is growing its roots to the ground. And we may also visualize a red aura shining from our base down towards our feet. As we feel the red aura, we feel our life. As the red aura is shining within our body, we release any thoughts and emotions or state that imbalances our base energy center. A feeling of being alone, a feeling of despair, feeling of cosmic loneliness, feeling separated. You take a deep breath and release. Blow it out. One more time. Breathe in and release. Blow it out. One more time. Breathe in and release. Blow it out. Now once again, feel yourself so much connected to the earth. When we were born, we are so secured. We know that we will be attended and we will be supported. Now this time, think about the things that you would like to be grateful about this life or this moment. What are you grateful for? You spend now a moment just thinking about what are we grateful for? say it one by one in your mind. There's no right or wrong. There's no big or small. You may say, I am grateful. You say it in your mind. Allow yourself to be happy as you say the gratitude. Now this time, once again, feel yourself rooted to the ground. I am grateful for this life. I'm grateful for this moment. I am one whole and complete. I am one whole and complete. I am one whole and complete. And so it is. Let us now put our hands on our praying position. And let us give our thanks to the Divine God for this time and the space and for each other. In gratitude, let us now slowly open our eyes. So I hope this helps you, and come back to this video if you would like to really be connected to your base energy center. And other ways to really activate our base energy center aside from the meditation on the base is also through walking on the earth. Walking barefooted on the earth, you can do that, or you can just really focus your breath on the base energy center. I shall be having a Lenten retreat from April 11 to 17. This will be online, and I'm going to invite you for that. So let's look forward to that. Details will be coming soon. Okay, so thank you very much for sharing the time with me, and namaste.